All right, so we got Ken Sanguinius actually be resurrected. And shout out to Majorkill. Let's go.
Resurrection in Warhammer 40k is often more of an art than a science. What I mean by that is while resurrection does seem to occur pretty much all the time in the lore,
Hey, I forgot, Sanguinius was dead.
it never seems to happen the same way twice. You can be revived by sorcerous rituals, extremely hectic alien science, or even just really good genetics. What I'm trying to say is that it's always a bit random and it's always extremely situational.
But before we finish the rest of the video, I got something to announce. Your boy is now on Patreon, man. I will be uploading my first video on the 24th, which is this Saturday, man. Make sure you guys tune in. If you want, to support your boy, if you're a really big supporter of the channel, man, make sure you guys, go check out the Patreon. I didn't tax you guys, okay? I didn't make you guys pull out a whole PPP loan, just to, become a member of this. But if you become a member of this Patreon, you'll get to see all types of videos that we can't really do on YouTube, and it will be only $5 a month. So $5 foot long. Other than that, man, shout out to everybody for all the support, man. I really appreciate it. Let's get right back into the video.
Guilliman needed the help of the Eldar god of death, a living saint, and a suit of armor made with the finest tech in the galaxy in order to return to the setting, and he wasn't even properly dead. Yet the mortal woman Sanguinius was brought back by a straightforward chaos ritual which saw her return uncorrupted and even empowered. So that does make you wonder, could Sanguinius be revived? Could any of the many resurrection techniques in the setting be used on the Great Angel? After all, no one deserved to live more than this guy did, and the Blood Angels still have his intact, preserved corpse. Before we get started, the Fallen Angel of Blood has been live and available for a week now, and the response has been incredible. Once again, thank you guys so much for the support. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it! Alright, come on, y'all. Let's go.
So there
Y'all, I got a video after this that we doing, man. Y'all been blowing your boy up for this video. I got y'all. 2,
maybe 3 distinctive things to consider when discussing the viability of someone's resurrection.
For real.
Firstly, how they died. Secondly, who they are. And thirdly, how long they've been dead for. To elaborate, souls are a big thing in Warhammer 40k. You can only really be resurrected if your soul is salvageable. If you're shot in the head, your soul doesn't really take much damage from that.
Who is this? I know this ain't Sanguinius. Who is this? Wowzers. Man, she all dressed in gold, glittering gold. In fact, my goodness.
However, if you get cum blasted by the Emperor's full psychic might, or are killed by some hectic soul-destroying weapon, of which there are a few, then your resurrection becomes a lot more difficult, if not impossible. The second point of who you are is also important. For example, the Dark Eldar Homunculus can revive dead Dark Eldar simply from finding bits and pieces of them. From there, they can easily regrow their body and coax their soul back into their body. However, this method doesn't necessarily...
Nah, but which one is cracked though? I think I learned this like a month ago. Y'all, the orcs, y'all. It's truly crazy how if they get unalived or whatever, y'all, bro, the little bitty bits in them, bro, can come back, bro. It's kind of like a damn plant, bro.
For the other races or factions.
For real, it's
thirdly,
nasty
which
work.
Is less important, but it's still a factor, is how long you've been dead for. When most people die, their souls enter the warp and are then attacked and consumed or torn apart by demons and warp entities. However, this isn't always instant. For some people, they can avoid this.
Bro, there ain't no heaven, bro. Is there not a heaven in Warhammer? Where is the good place? Where does the righteous people go? Man, there's no I told y'all, Warhammer is legit every single bad word in the dictionary, bro. Anything you can think of, bro, Warhammer has it.
Wait for a while, especially certain Psykers whose souls maintain some sentience and power. Time in the warp is also funky. You could have your soul consumed pretty quickly. However, in real space, maybe they initiate the resurrection 10 years after your death, which due to time warp spaghetti is still enough time to save your soul. However, if you've been dead for thousands of years, even with warp time funkiness, the chance your soul hasn't been turbo raped by then is pretty low. As an example, a Dark Eldar was resurrected a very, very long time after he was killed. Although he did return to life, his brain was fried and he also had a demon stuck up his ass, so it wasn't a good time.
Bro, you need some Pepto-Bismol, bro. You need some what is it called? Laxative? Bro, what you need, bro? I'll get it for you. Man, if you got that stuck up there, bro, we need to do anything and everything to get that out, bro. Pronto. For real. That's dirty. That's nasty work. Dirty work. Bro, yo. having that stuck in there is critical, bro. Damaging. Like, what?
So with these factors in mind, Sanguinius' resurrection would be very, very challenging. He was killed by Horus, who was like a chaos demigod at that point. Horus managed to permanently kill Alanis, who himself was supposed to be an unkillable perpetual. So Sanguinius' soul would have suffered a lot of damage from that. Secondly, Sanguinius is a Primarch. They are incredibly complicated beings with complicated souls. A likely theory even points to their souls being minor warp deities that the Emperor forced into mortal shells. So their souls act quite differently to normal souls. And yes, Sanguinius has been dead for over 10,000 years. A very, very long time to be dead for. But is there any pointers or hints that give his revival any hope? Well, yes. The Emperor and Malcador discussed that reviving Ferrus Manus was possible, it would just take a lot of time and effort.
I was about to say, like, where does Sanguinius soul go? I was about to say, like, where does like Primarch soul go? I still haven't learned that yet. Maybe he already said it, but like, I was always wondering, like, yo, like, if you're a Primarch and like, you know, you get discombobulated, like, bro, you got hit with the 5, you know, knuckle shuffle. Where does your soul go? Because, like, bro, if you go to the warp, I'm pretty sure you can, like, there's no way you as a Primarch would be able to, you know, there's no way you would, you know, get bullied or like just manhandled in a warp. There's no way. Like, you're a Primarch. Like you're him. Like, where are you supposed to go? Like, are you gonna go like back into the tube you were made in? Like what's going on?
An effort they couldn't spare during the heresy. Likely, they would need to create him a new body capable of housing his mighty soul, and then perform a hectic ritual to coax Ferrus's warp god soul into his new mortal shell. As Ferrus died in a similar way to Sanguinius, i.e. slain by a fallen brother in a very intense symbolic way, then perhaps this also could have applied to Sanguinius. The issue obviously being that after Sanguinius was killed, Malcador also died, and the Emperor is extremely busy right now. We do also have some solid evidence that Sanguinius' soul, or at least parts of it, live on. The greatest example is Dante's vision of Sanguinius that gave him the strength he needed to survive his wounds after the devastation of Baal. Was that vision genuinely Sanguinius, or just a strange genetic warp-fuckery vision? That was almost like an echo of Sanguinius' soul instead of his actual soul. We don't know for sure, but it's still something important to consider. Likewise, the Sanguinor and Mephiston's existence, one the Avatar of Light and the other the Avatar of Darkness.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it up. Listen, I gotta keep it 1,000 wowsing, right? Bro, if I get like taken out in Warhammer or whatever, like obviously that won't happen because I'm with my boy Vulcan 24/7. Like, he wouldn't even let that happen. But like, bro, if I'm in like Warhammer, bro, and I'm gonna just keep it real, y'all. If I pass on, I'm gonna say that if I pass on, bro, and I'm in a warp, man, I don't care what warp god I'm with, bro. Take me out, bro. Take me, bro. I would legit rather, bro, just be gone, like obliterated, like Horus, bro. Like, I think Horus got off. Here's what I think. I think Horus got off better than any of like the little guardsmen or whatever, or like or like a regular human in Warhammer. Because I don't know if y'all know, but like a regular human or like guardsman, whatever, when they pass on, bro, like, bro, their soul is getting sucked on, bro. Yo, their soul is getting bite on, bro. Like that Zoe girl, that Illuminati beefing with. Like, like it's treacherous. Bro, Horus, he got his soul, bro, gone. Like, his soul is gone. He's nothing anymore. I would rather be that than have like, and then, I'll keep it real. I'd rather be gone like Horus, bro, and just have nothing of me just exist ever again, bro, than have my booty chewed on, bro, by Slaanesh. Yo, I gotta be listen, I know that's like TMI or whatever, bro. I had to be real, bro. I couldn't do it, for real.
Potentially indicates Sanguinius' power and essence flowing through the veins of his sons.
For real.
Likewise, the angel gods of Baal, who were likely the warp god's souls used to make Sanguinius, seem to be active. Potentially more evidence showing some aspects of Sanguinius' soul live on. Yes, he's been dead for 10,000 years, but a Primarch's soul doesn't just get nommed on like a mortal soul does.
Yeah,
it's too powerful. Horus brought back Ferrus' soul to act as a guide to Sanguinius before their fateful duel, as a way of being like, look what I can do. Ferrus' soul was intact and spoke with Sanguinius, but he didn't seem quite like himself, and he did say that death was pain, maybe an indication that demons kept trying to eat his soul but couldn't. However, it still hurt. This did seem to be Ferrus.
Man, sucking on his, they are sucking on his soul like a damn now and later, bro. They're sucking on his soul, bro, like a lollipop. Man, yo, imagine like you're too powerful to like go away, or like you're too powerful to be tamed or whatever, bro. But these demons, bro, they're on your neck so much, and like they want to like, just have a part of you, but they can't because like, like you're too powerful, whatever. Like, bro, imagine like they're just nipping at you and biting on you and sucking you. Like, pause. Pause. Listen, I'll pause the entire program. But like, no, like, actually understand what I'm saying. Like, bro, imagine that, bro. Like, I would feel so exhausted from like running. Hey, I would feel so exhausted from like running, bro, from these demons trying to suck on me, bro. Like, man, bro.
Not just an illusion, as it told Sanguinius to kick Horus's ass as he was sick of his skull being used as a trophy by his fallen brother. Another note is that the Blood Angels do have Sanguinius' corpse in stasis on Baal. It's always easy to bring someone back if you have their body. So from this, there is some hope of the Angel's return. He wasn't completely obliterated like Horus was, but it would not be easy. Let's now look at some of the resurrection methods used in the setting and see if any of them can bring our glorious Hawkboy back. Firstly, can a chaos ritual, like the one Erebus used to bring back Cyrene, work? This resurrection kinda came out of nowhere. Cyrene was killed by a custodian and then Erebus brought her back. However, she returned as a perpetual.
Damn, he got like 5 faces.
That was uncorrupted, something that was a surprise and seemed more like a fluke than Erebus having an extremely epic way of reviving people.
Ooh, hold up. Okay, nice red, okay, red and gold, okay.
She remembers being in the warp and was pretty traumatized by it. While dead, she saw the secrets of the universe, the realms of chaos and more. It actually made her anti-chaos. She also gained psychic powers. Erebus brought her back to try control Argul Tal. He definitely didn't mean to create an immortal psychic witch who would go on to end up help saving the Emperor. While there isn't anything to specifically say why this wouldn't work on Sanguinius, I also don't think this is something Erebus can just do all the time. Otherwise, he would have a legion of overpowered perpetual servants at his command. Still very interesting though. A more unconventional resurrection method we have now comes from Fabius Bile. Mr. Bile is a cloning master. He can literally clone anyone, including Primarchs.
He need to clone some hair. Hey, cause these right here, gone, disappeared like Houdini, gone. Cut it off. Listen, I don't ever want to be that guy, bro. Listen, if you got like even a glimpse of it, listen, I'm gonna get to. Listen, my dad, he wasn't bald or whatever, bro, but like, he didn't have too much hair. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, I gotta keep it real, bro. Let it go, bro. I don't know if he's saving this for Turkey. I don't know if he was getting all types of like offers to get a hair transplant, but something got to give, bro. Yo, Fabius, I don't want to be that guy. I know you can like just put me into like a little like into a big bowl of soup and turn me into something. I understand, bro. I know you're a school threat. I know you're a villain. I know you're a menace to society. I know you are the Warhammer version of Lex Luthor. I know you're a menace, but please hear me out. Get this done, bro. I don't know if you got to cut these off to just have the straight, Steve Wilkos, Victor Zsasz, etc. Or I don't know if you saving this for like a hair transplant. Bro, I don't know if you just want the Steve Harvey. I don't even know if you want the Rick James. Yo, I don't even know if you want the damn Cat Williams. Bro, something got to give. This hairstyle is not it, bro. It's never it and it's not it, bro. Let this thing go instantaneously, bro. The good thing is, right, his head is smooth. It's not like a meaty head or whatever. It's also like his head doesn't have like bumps on it or whatever. Like his head doesn't have like Lyme disease. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, he has a nice healthy head. Something has to give. Another thing, bro. I don't care if you gotta put droplets on your face. Where's the eyebrows? Bro, you looking like Doja Cat out here, bro. For real. Like, yo, where the eyebrows at, bro? Like, you look scary. Like, if you look at somebody, bro, you look scary, bro. For real. Like, you look haunting, bro. Like, no lie.
Without much issue. He created Ferrus clones, a Horus clone, and even a perfect Fulgrim clone.
From a friend to a friend,
making a Sanguinius clone should be pretty straightforward for him. However, I don't just consider a normal clone as resurrection. However, if that cloning results in the clone gaining the soul of the original dead Primarch, then for me that would count. This is kind of what happened with the Fulgrim clone. A part of the Primarch warp god soul theory is that when a Primarch becomes a demon prince, their warp god soul is removed and discarded back into the warp. This creates a massive hole where the Primarch soul was, that is then filled up with a shitload of warp juice from whatever particular chaos god they're sworn to. This is why demon Primarchs are considered a side grade instead of an upgrade, and why they are often beaten by normal Primarchs in
Bro, that's crazy, bro. He really got turned out, y'all. Like, oh my good, yo, they turned him out completely, bro. Man, tossing salad and everything, bro. Turned the man out. He got white hair and everything. White hair, lip gloss. He got the earrings on, bro. He popping his ass right now, bro. Bro, you know, here's what I'll say. One thing didn't change. His drip. He still has drip. I will give him that. He still has drip. I'm not going to sit here and, you know, try to criticize him too much because last time I checked, bro, I'm just a regular dude. And he I think he's like a chaos demon now, y'all. I think like he's a menace. I think, bro, like a bomb went off in his face and he still survived. Like, bro, he's tanky. He's tanky. I mean, to be real, he is Fulgrim. He probably do like pain and stuff like that. But like, bro, I don't want to like, you know, say too much. I don't want to wake up and one day I look under my bed because I hear something and all I see is this face right here. I don't want to do that. I do not want to do that, bro. Listen, yo, Fulgrim, I want no problems. Okay? From a friend to no, we're not friends. But from a guy to a friend or, you know, whatever, bro. To, you know, from one to another. Man, it's crazy how like, y'all, it's crazy what lust can do. It's crazy what it can do to you. Man, bro, he got pink eye now, bro. My goodness, bro. Like he got the Vince he got the Vince McMahon face. Yo, Vince. I do not want the black truck surrounding the house. I'm sorry. He got the Vince McMahon face. He got the pink eye. Bro, oh my goodness. He got the Michael Jordan earring.
Because they genuinely aren't just a solid upgrade. This is also why ascending to become a demon.
He got the Met Gala makeup. Like, man.
Prince may actually just be a death sentence, with whatever comes out of it just being a demon with your personality and memories.
And then, bro, he got multiple hands too. Yeah, bro. And I understand, bro, y'all be freaky and stuff like that. Yeah, bro, I know my audience, bro. My audience, I know, like, a lot of you guys are, like, are pretty chill. Some of you, bro, some of y'all are freaks, bro. Freaking the sheets and freaking everything, bro. Y'all are sexual deviants, bro. Man, y'all would love this, bro. Especially, like, 4 to 5%. I think, yeah, 4 to 5% of women who watch me. Man, y'all would. Yo, what Taylor Swift said? She said, wildest dreams. Yeah, bro, y'all live out your wildest dreams. Man, Fulgrim, he got like 5 arms. He can occupy all 5 arms. Man, yo, burn it down. Like, come on, bro. Y'all will have so much fun with this. It's ridiculous, bro. Like, the ladies in my, like, that watch me, bro, shout out to y'all. But I know y'all are diabolical freaks, bro. I know. I don't even have to, like, you know, even guess. Y'all are just down bad, just menaces, bro. Y'all would have fun with this. And then he got the long tongue, too. Man, I'm just giving y'all ideas at this point, bro. This is ridiculous.
Thus, in theory, all traitor Primarchs who ascended are
Look at this. He got dead. 5 arms.
So with that explained, when Fabius created a Fulgrim clone, he was shocked that it actually came out perfect, like it had Fulgrim's Primarch aura, something the other Primarch clones didn't have. So what could have happened is Fabius made the perfect mortal shell, and Fulgrim's warp god soul that had been discarded into the warp entered this new vessel and technically revived himself. Kinda like how the Emperor and Malcador's theoretical Primarch resurrection would have worked. If Fabius got a hold of Sanguinius' body, or even just some DNA or blood, and created a perfect clone, maybe Sanguinius' soul would return to it. But this is also assuming the soul is intact enough to do so, as well as also making sure that the Fulgrim clone wasn't an absolute fluke, which, based on it being the only time it's happened out of the many Primarch clones Fabius made, means it probably was a huge fluke.
My bad, y'all, I'm texting my boy right now. Give me 1 sec. You know, I'm gonna just text real quick, and then I'm gonna play a video right after. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay. Alright, my bad, y'all. Sorry about that.
What about the methods used to bring back the Lion or Guilliman? Well, unfortunately, these methods are redundant and cannot apply to Sanguinius. For Guilliman, he never actually truly died. Yes, he was stabbed in the neck with a poisoned blade, and yes, his heart stopped beating, and yes, his soul was cast into the warp. However, it seemed like the Emperor directly intervened, binding his soul to his body and basically ensuring that a future resurrection was...
Basically, he gave that boy a quick revive. Y'all know, like in zombies, whenever y'all buy like a little quick revive? Yeah, basically. I mean, bro, the Emperor was like, yo, hold up, G-Thug, bro, he's one of my favorites. Hold up, let me go save him personally. Yo, he's legit one of my favorite sons, literally. I want to save him with my own hands. Yo, everybody get out the way. Move. Let me save him by myself. I want to save him just to show him, yeah, bro, you're one of my favorites, bro. Don't tell nobody, don't tell your brothers, but you're one of my favorites. I'm gonna save you personally.
It's not only possible, but relatively easy. Mortarion confirms this. The Lion also never died. He was just wounded and then put into a coma by the Watchers in the Dark.
Man, bro, the Lion was counting sheep for 10,000 years, bro. Bro, counting sheep, bro. Counting stars, bro, for 10,000 years, bro. Bro, he know every moon Saturn god. Bro, what are we talking? Yo, he knows everything, bro. He knows he been counting sheep since the first day he been asleep. Bro, that's damn near 59 sheeps over the moon. What are we talking about, bro? He knows every kind of sheep imaginable, bro. He's seen more pink sheeps than you did in Minecraft. What are we talking about? He knows everything.
Who wanted to keep him out of the setting until he was truly needed. This is why the Lion is so aged in the current setting. He was sleeping out of stasis for 10,000 years. Your body doesn't age if you're dead. So Guilliman wasn't actually dead and the Lion was just asleep. Sanguinius is dead.
Yeah,
like killed. So getting some Elder Death Witch to suck his dick while Belisarius Cool puts Sanging in fancy new armor isn't gonna cut it. What if we look away from human or chaos methods and instead look at Xeno methods? The Necrons have insanely advanced technology, with Trizin the Infinite once remarking that he could do a much better job at preserving the Emperor's corpse than the Imperium could. And yes, the Necrons probably could sort out the Golden Throne and help the Emperor's condition. However, they know next to nothing about souls or biology, since they have no souls or biology themselves. Their tech is all based on extremely advanced science.
These guys are, bro, the Necrons, they're just pure Ethernet cores and just electricity. Like, they're not even, like, they have no soul, no feelings, no nothing. They're just pure, just metal. They're pure, just electronics. Like, they're pure, just watts. Like, it kind of makes sense, like, why they're so advanced, but at the same time, bro, like, for something that doesn't have a soul or nothing, bro, they're just winging it. Like there's no, like, stopping point for them. They're legit winging everything. Like,
they don't have warp tech or magic. They wouldn't know how to bring anyone back to true life since they never had to learn how to do it. Sure, maybe they could use Sanguinius' corpse to make a cyber angel, but that doesn't count. The Eldar have a much better chance here. Firstly, they have the Elder God of Death Yned, who has resurrected many Eldar very easily, helped reverse the rubric on a few dusty Thousand Sun Marines, which even Ahriman, after 10,000 years of research, still has no idea how to do. Yned also helped revive Guilliman, so it's clear its powers aren't just exclusive to the Eldar, but I also think Sanguinius may be too far out of its reach. Yned can help revive non-Eldar, but only in rare, low-grade situations. G-Man wasn't truly dead, and the Thousand Sun Marines were more of a conditional change than a full-on resurrection. It is also an Eldar god, so its powers are mostly confined to the Eldar. The Dark Eldar do have very advanced resurrection methods, literally able to revive other Dark Eldar from severed limbs or nearly destroyed bodies. But can that work for non-Eldar? The answer seems to be yes. Although it isn't directly mentioned in the lore has said that enemy generals killed in battle against the Dark Eldar often find themselves alive in the dungeons of Commorragh, getting tortured. So it's likely the Dark Eldar kill the enemy and then revive them. After all, Eldar biology is more complex than human biology, so you would think it would be much easier. The only catch is that the human would need to be revived very quickly, due to their souls dissolving or being eaten soon after entering the warp. Eldar souls, on the other hand, are significantly hardier and last a lot longer. You know whose souls are also hardier and last a lot longer? Primarch souls, so perhaps there is something to it. After all, the Dark Eldar were the ones contacted by the Inquisition to try repair the Golden Throne. Their technology is insanely powerful. Now, there does seem to be some pretty solid methods listed that could work. However, it all hinges on one thing, that Sanguinius' soul is indeed mostly intact, which the lore seems to suggest it's not. Mephiston and Dante have both encountered a version of Sanguinius, however this version states that it is not the true Sanguinius, as Sanguinius is dead. It is more so an echo or avatar of Sanguinius that seeks to guide its sons. I would argue that Sanguinius' soul was shattered upon his death, with this echo being a shard as well as other shards binding to people like Mephiston, the Sanguinor, and so on. There even still seems to be a shard trapped on the vengeful spirit. I don't know how viable a resurrection would be with a shattered soul.
I mean, here's what I think. Whenever it comes down to the logistics of, like, you know, where his soul went and stuff like that, I'm gonna be real, I don't know. I couldn't even give you an idea of, like, where it is and how are they gonna whatever. Just find a way to bring him back. Maybe that's just me. I don't care where his soul is. Find a way to bring him back. Games Workshop, do what you got to do. I don't care, you know, if his soul spill into, like, another human or whatever. Then he got to look. Then you got to, Ginyu force his way back into his own body until he's dead. Whatever y'all got to do, bring him back. I like him. I like him. At first, I didn't like him because I just like nothing but Vulcan. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm getting to the point where, you know, I'm starting to like, you know, other Primarchs, stuff like that. Obviously, Vulcan's my number one. Don't ever get it twisted. But I like Sanguinius. Bring him back. Why not?
But for the sake of fun, let's come up with a potential in-law situation where the resurrection could work out. Through complicated and hard to explain means, let's say the Blood Angels, Fabius, the Inari, the Dark Eldar, Erebus, Belisarius Cawl, and Tzeentch all put aside their differences and decide that bringing back Sanguinius would be a fucking vibe. So they pool their resources and expertise together. Cawl works with the Eldar to craft a suit of armor like Guilliman's Armor of Fate, the power of Yoned is channeled, the Blood Angels give Sanguinius' corpse to Fabius, who uses his genetic mastery and cloning power to restore the body, as when Horus killed Sanguinius, he broke most of his bones and pulped most of his organs. However, Fabius could clone Sanguinius and then use bits of the clone to restore the original body. Tzeentch contributes somehow because he's Tzeentch and he's always got something up his sleeve. The Dark Elder Homunculi also help Fabius with the body and use their tech to make it prime to have a soul returned to it. Erebus, Yvraine, the Sanguinor and Mephiston begin the ritual, with the Sanguinor and Mephiston willing to sacrifice their souls and lives to reforge Sanguinius' soul. If all of this happens and no one backstabs each other and the Death Watch don't appear out of nowhere to ruin it, then yeah, I could totally see this working, or at least something cool happening. But the odds of all these parties harmoniously working together is about the same odds as me having a threesome with Sydney Sweeney and Anna Diarmas, hence the odds of a Sanguinius revival via this method is basically zero. That's fine though, Sanguinius shouldn't be revived. It would cheapen his sacrifice and remove a lot of stakes from the setting. Sanguinius was an absolute G, and a part of me wants to see him in the setting once more, but all good things must come to an end. The great angel is gone, but never forgotten. If you enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel, then pick up.
Shout out to our boy Majorkill for this one, man. You know, like Majorkill said at the end, bro, bring him back. I don't care about nothing. Yo. I don't care how they got to do it. Bring him back, bro. I don't care how they got to do it. I don't care what it takes. Bring him back, bro. For real. I like him. I mean, I just feel like it's more complete whenever he's in the story and stuff like that. And bro, yo, what if they put like Sanguinius in like the next Warhammer 40k game, bro? Oh my goodness, bro. We need Primarchs in like the Space Marine games, bro. We need Vulcan in the game. That's what we need. We need Vulcan in the game. Other than that, man, make sure y'all follow my socials down below at the bottom of the screen. And also, man, if y'all want to support your boy, man, make sure y'all follow my Patreon. My first Patreon video will be uploaded on May 24th. So other than that, man, thank y'all so much for the support, man. I really appreciate it. And I'm gonna see y'all next time out. Peace out.